We'll begin momentarily. I can see that you are not able to hear the game. I have to check what went wrong. I can see that you are not able to hear the game. Technical glitch. Yes, the game audio is live now. So we can begin. So this is a game about logic and coding, as I have mentioned in the description. So this game is basically was released by Ubisoft last year in September, October, I believe. And this is meant to teach the basics of logic and coding. So in the current world, we can see that everything is based on programming. Everything is done using programming. We get money out of ATM using programming. We get fabulous games from Ubisoft using programming. So these kind of things only happen when we tell the computer how to do things and how to process things. So this is a very fascinating game. In this game, my spaceship, I'm the owner of the spaceship, has been invaded by these little creatures called rabbits. Rabbits are part of Ubisoft universe from as far as I remember. So that is the history of rabbits. So they are very naughty. They create their own flavor of mess, and that is how they go on. So let us try this game. In this game, these rabbits have invaded my spaceship, and I have to solve this rabbit infestation problem. Let us begin. So I have already completed the game once. I needed to practice it. So it is a very beautiful game. Let's go into detail. It has 36 levels in total, 32 levels in total, as you can see. And then there is a sandbox mode. In every level of it, we will talk about different things, different aspects of the game, different aspects of programming which the game introduced several times in several forms and several times. They introduce different aspects of programming into the game. So it is very easy to understand. We'll talk about the basics first, and then we'll eventually go to intermediate and then advanced. So let us begin with the first chapter then. Level 1. Welcome, rabbits have landed and are doing damage to the space station. Your mission is to send them back to Earth. So I'm somewhere in space. They have come to Earth, my spaceship, space station, and I need to send them back. Some of the rabbits have mind control helmet. You can send them orders. So some of the rabbits are already wearing mind control helmet. It is something that I can send orders to. It is a similar thing that I can do with computers. I send orders to the computer and it obeys. That is what is the essential core of programming. Let us see what we can do more. This is the first programming block that allows you to move the rabbits in one rabbit by one tile. So I can move rabbit by one tile in this programming block. So this programming block, if I use, I can move the rabbit. This is where I can start. So I place my blocks over here under this start block, and everything that follows start is executed, is basically followed by the rabbit wearing hood. I'll have to press the play button to start the code, whatever code I have written. So if I press the play button, whatever code that I have written under that start button, whatever programming code is there, whatever programming block is there, it will be executed one by one. My goal is to reach the end point, achieve the objective, and I have to use less than the number of blocks indicated here to get the best score. Basically, I can do as many blocks I want, but to get the best score, I have to use the number of blocks indicated over here. So let us begin. So this is the scenario. In the Rabbids universe, the washing machine, if you can see here, is a teleportation device. So I can use the washing machine to teleport rabbit back to Earth. To do that, I have to make the rabbit move forward some steps, and we can do that by pulling this piece of code and putting it under start. So there are multiple options under this. I can choose whether to ask him to move backwards or whether to ask him to move forwards. So it is a very simple puzzle. As you can see, that rabbit has to move 3 steps forward to reach to the washing machine, and then he will be teleported back. So let us do that. We have to put 3 move forward code. Let us try this. Okay, so I have done it in the three designated codes. So objective was to do it in 3 codes. I've used 3, and hence I got 3 stars. Now let's replay this level and see what other indicators are there in this game for us to understand. So when I press start, I can see that which block of programming is being executed. There is a rabbit face around there. If you missed it, I can still play it again. It's a very small level and the code is already there. So I can press launch again and see this code is being executed while the rabbit is moving forward. So the rabbit wearing the mind control helmet is following whatever I say it in here. Very simple, pretty simple. And you can send me questions if you have any. I am available on chat and I'll be answering you as soon as I have the answer. So the next level. Now we are using the washing machine to return all the rabbits to the earth. Now there is a new block that we are introduced to. So new block is that helps me turn the rabbit in one direction. So it can be either right, either left. So as I can set the parameters, it says that I can put it to, I can change it to whatever I need. So now let us see the puzzle. So this puzzle has to be seen in a rabbit's perspective, because we have to see how the world is seen by the rabbit. Otherwise we will get it wrong. So this is how the world is looking at the rabbit. Okay. So similar to the last puzzle, we have to move the rabbit 3 steps ahead. Remember, rabbit cannot move sideways. If we see the block of code, I don't have an option to move sideways, but I have an option to turn now. So I can turn the rabbit in any direction I want. So right now I have to move the rabbit in 3 steps forward. So it will be forward and choose this 3 times. So let us execute the code. Now the rabbit has moved forward. The game is asking me to keep pushing. So this is not enough. Now we need to turn. So do we need to turn right or left? That is the question. So if we see the world as per the rabbit is looking at it, we have to definitely turn left, right? I mean left, not right. So we have to turn left and then take a couple of steps more in order to reach the washing machine. Okay. So So it is pretty straightforward. I move the rabbit 3 steps forward. I turn the rabbit once left, and then move the rabbit 2 steps forward to reach the washing machine. That is easily. If I would have to go to the right, I could have chosen that as well. So this is something that I can choose. So I don't think we should rerun this level. It is very straightforward. Let's go to the next level. So now there are rabbits who are not wearing these mind control helmets. That is a problem for us. So we have some robots in my spaceship. It is a very advanced spaceship that listen to what I say, that will do whatever I ask them to do. So again, like I gave some mind controlling commands to my rabbits, to the rabbits wearing mind controlling helmets, I can give commands to these robots who will execute whatever I say. So it is again, so I have to use these robots to get hold of these rabbits so that I can throw them away in washing machine and reduce the infestation on my spaceship. So to do that catching, I have a new block of code, a new block of programming, a new command over here available for me, that is catch. So now I can use this catch command to catch the rabbit. Now whenever I have caught the rabbit, I have to release him as well, so that it is pulled into the washing machine. So there is another block of code that is given to me, that is called release. So this is the puzzle right now we have. It is a very simple puzzle. However, as we are controlling the robot right now, we have to see the world not from rabbit's perspective, but from the robot's perspective. So what we have to do is we have to go to the rabbit, catch him, turn around to the left towards the washing machine, move towards the washing machine, and then release the rabbit. That is the whole chain of command over here. So we will move forward. How many times? 1, 2 times. We will move forward 2 times. Okay? And then we have to see. So then we have to catch the rabbit, not turn. We first have to catch the rabbit. So we first have to catch the rabbit, and then we want him to turn left, right? I mean left. Okay. So when it turns left, when the robot turns left, I can move 1 step forward and then release the rabbit. Okay, I believe this code should work. So as I can go through the code, checking whether I have made any mistakes or not. So move forward 2 times. So 1, 2 times. Then it will catch the rabbit. This rabbit will be caught. Then the robot will turn left, facing towards the washing machine, and then move forward 1 step. That means the robot will be here at this block, and then release the rabbit. So that seems the perfect code. Let us see and check whether we are right or wrong. Perfect. It ran as we wanted it to go. Excellent. Now you know how to handle coding blocks like a boss. So a little bit of appreciation from the game itself. Let's go ahead. By the way, you can remove blocks by dragging them over the trash can or the blue area. So in case I have put a wrong block in the area, in the line of code under star, then I can remove it by moving the block of code to trash or blue area. So if I put a wrong code over here, I can remove it like this or on the trash area. Okay, this is pretty simple. Now we have to solve this puzzle. In this we have 2 washing machines and 2 rabbits. So what I am thinking right away from top of my mind, that we need this robot to move ahead, grab this first rabbit, turn around and put it in the first washing machine. Then we turn around and we go to the second rabbit, we grab him, turn around, put it in the second washing machine. It is a bit lengthier, but it is something similar that we have already done. So let us go. So we have to move one step forward. Okay, so that will make the robot reach at this block. Then we can turn left, looking from the robot's perspective. And once we turn left, we have to catch the robot. We have to catch the rabbit. Then we have to turn twice to face to the washing machine. Then we have to turn. I can use left or right. I'll use right this time. So turning right twice will change my direction, change the robot's direction, and it will point towards the first washing machine, this one. Okay, so what we are doing here is we are moving one step ahead to this block, turning left once, then grabbing this rabbit, turning right twice, and then we have to move one step forward and then release the rabbit. Okay, so right now what we are doing is we are breaking the whole problem into sections. These small sections, if we solve them, then we can put together the whole thing, and we can see that how the whole problem of ours, whole puzzle of ours is solved. Okay, so that is there. Let us see how it runs. So the robot is moving 2 times ahead. It grabs the successful action. It turns around, puts the rabbit in the washing machine, and yeah, we are close. So we are close, but we are not fully done yet. So now my robot is facing this way towards the washing machine. Now I have to go back to this block and then reach this rabbit. So what I can do is I can turn around again. I can turn around again. Move one step forward. So when I turn around again, I am facing this way now. Okay. By this point, I have reached, by this release block, I have reached this block, and I have already released this first rabbit into the washing machine. However, when I turn around, I'll have to walk one step forward to reach this block. Once I have reached this block, I have to turn right again, and then move a couple of steps ahead again. So move forward again. So as you can see, the block of code is running into lengths now. It is getting bigger and bigger. So now, as per my calculations, we should be here on this block of tile. On this tile, we should be here. Then we have to turn right and grab that rabbit. Once we turn right and grab that rabbit, we have to take 2 right or take 2 left turns, so that we are pointing towards the washing machine that is here, the second washing machine. So we can turn right twice. So now our robot is here pointing towards this washing machine with the rabbit in his hands or claws or whatever it is called. Now we have to move one step ahead. As you can see, the robot is here. We will move one step ahead and release the rabbit. Let us see how this code runs. Okay, the first rabbit is caught. Now we move towards the machine, release the rabbit, turn right twice, move forward twice, turn right, catch the rabbit, turn twice, right twice, and release it. So we have got both the rabbits away. Now, our objective, as it always has been, is to do this in a certain number of steps only. We are allowed to use certain number of code blocks only. So right now I have used 19 blocks, whereas I am supposed to use only 17 blocks. So this puzzle needs rethinking. We are somewhere not using optimized code. That means we are somewhere using code that is not required, or our logic, our solution for this puzzle is not correct. So we have to rethink. So what we are doing is, again from the perspective of the robot, we are moving 2 steps ahead, turning left, which is required. We pick the rabbit, we turn right twice so that the robot is pointing towards the washing machine, and then we release the rabbit. So we release the first rabbit in the first washing machine, and then we turn right twice. However, after this release, if we are turning right twice, then it is a waste of blocks, because I don't need to turn right twice, because if I remove this block and remove this block, because I can move backwards. If I move backwards, okay, then I will be back here facing this way, correct? And rather than, I have no comments as of now. My friend Vasu Bangera is here. There are 4 spectators. I would like people to interject me, to talk about the game, to ask me questions, because that is what I am here to do, right? We are talking about a beautiful game that helps us understand programming and develop logic. So let us go from the start. We are moving forward 1 step, then we turn left, facing to this rabbit, then we turn right twice so that we are facing this washing machine. We move forward and release the first rabbit. Then we move backward once, we are back here, okay. Then we turn left, okay. Now we turn left here and then go ahead. We don't need these 2 blocks, okay. So we turn left, we move ahead, forward, we turn right, we catch the second rabbit, we turn right twice again, we move forward and release. So now that we have optimized the code, we have reduced the code that is not required, we have reduced the code block. That this part of the process, this part of programming is called optimization, where we analyze our code and see how we can run the code faster, because that 2 blocks of code was not only using 2 of my turns, 2 of my code blocks, and not letting me meet the objective. It was taking me some more time to execute this code. So in programming, it is very important that we have optimized as code as possible, because then only your code will run faster, and we all crave for faster games, faster machines, faster phones. Everything can be faster if our code is optimized. Okay, so let us try this now. Moving ahead, that's the first rabbit, turns around, goes into the washing machine. Here is our code optimization. We move backward, turn left, move ahead, turn right, pick up the second rabbit, turn around, move forward and release the rabbit. Perfect. We have now learned about code optimization, and we have also got 3 stars. So cheers to us. Now let's go to the next level. Now we have we have removed many of the rabbits. Now we are in a situation where we have to see that our space station was littered by the rabbit junk. So we have to vacuum. We have to use the vacuum robot to clean the objects that are left behind by the rabbits. So this block, the vacuum block, helps us to pick up objects that are underneath it. Pretty straightforward. So these are the objects that are left by the rabbits. These are 3 objects, and I have to move and use the vacuum block of code to pick up the objects. So it is very simple, as we can see from the vacuum robot's point of view. We have to move 1 step forward. We have to vacuum. Then we we have to move 2 steps forward, and then we vacuum. We turn left, move 1 step forward, and then vacuum. That's all. Oh no, we have to move 2 steps forward. Okay, let's run this code. Perfect. First try. So this is a very simple code where we have to move and execute. We have to move the robot and execute the vacuum function, vacuum code at certain points of time. Let's go to the next level. I can speed up the programming by clicking the speed button. I don't think I should use that right now because we are trying to learn from this. So we will learn at our own pace. So we have 16 moves, 16 blocks of code. There are still rabbits rampant everywhere. 16 blocks of code that we have to execute and pick up all the objects that are littered by the rabbits. So we can move forward from the point of view of the vacuum robot. We move forward. We can either turn right or turn left. Let's turn right this time. Okay. We have been turning left all our game. So let's turn right this time. And then move 1 step forward. Then we will vacuum. We are over the saw. Okay. Then we turn left. Move 2 steps forward. Then vacuum. Okay. We are over the toilet paper right now. We move. First, we have to move. Turn left once. So we are facing towards the plunger now. We move forward twice, and then vacuum. We will get the plunger then, and then we get this rubbery duck. We have to turn left again. Move forward twice, and then vacuum. So this is the puzzle that I've solved in my mind. I've used 16 moves. I am not sure that I am correct or not, but what we can do is we can learn a thing about imagination. Imagination is a very important tool for a programmer. We have to imagine ourselves in these kind of problems, and then we see how we can solve them. Paper, pencil do come handy. Think about the code and how you are going to execute it. You do not need to think about the blocks of code that are required. You just need to know which actions that you are going to take. That is something called algorithms. So if you develop logic, you can create your own algorithms, and while thinking about the problem you have to solve. So right now it is a very complex problem to solve for us starters. So our robot is here. We have to start here from here, and we can basically turn either way, left or right. We chose right. So once we turn right, like here, in the second block of code, we move forward 1 step. So we move here. Then we vacuum the saw, not the chainsaw. Then we turn left once. Once we turn left, we can move 2 steps forward and pick up the vacuum the toilet paper. So we move 2 steps forward and vacuum the toilet paper. Then again we turn left, we move 2 steps forward, vacuum the plunger, turn left, move 2 steps forward and vacuum the rubbery duck. And that's all. Let's run this. Let us see if we were thinking about it the correct way. So, good so far. Okay, perfect. We have used 16 blocks of code, and the objective was to use 16 blocks. On to the next. Okay, we still have some robots wearing these helmets, mind control helmets. So bring the rabbit to the button to push and deactivate the electric barrier. So in my awesome space station there were multiple barriers. One of them are electric barriers. So to deactivate the electric barrier we have to press these red buttons. So we cannot move through the electric barrier if we do not press the red buttons. So from the perspective of the rabbit again, we have to move 2 steps forward. Let's move 2 steps forward. Then we have to press the button. Let's hit the button. And then move 2 steps, 3 steps forward. 3 steps forward. And then I can go either way, right or left. I can turn right. I should turn right. I want to turn right. And move 2 steps forward. And then this rabbit will be back, will be on to this portal and back to Earth. Let's start. So my rabbit is now electrocuted because we hit the button, but we did not turn before hitting the button, and that is why he just swung his plunger in midair. What we have to do is we have to turn left before hitting, and we have to turn right after hitting. I think this should fix the code. Perfect, bravo, you know how to program a rabbit. He's going to help us in cleaning the space station. Let's see how much help he's going to give us. Let's go to the next level, level 8. The rabbits are looking for food, now they're hungry. If only the magnetic barrier wasn't blocking the way. So there is a magnetic barrier around the food. Okay, so see. It's a very interesting 2-part puzzle. There are 2 rabbits. One is not wearing the helmet, mind control helmet. One is wearing. So my simple objective is to press this button, this red button. If I press it, this hungry rabbit will move towards this sausage, grab the sausage, have fun with it, eat it, relish it, and then he will be looking towards the next sausage. He'll pick it up. Before he reaches the next sausage, he should be sucked into the portal. That is here, the washing machine. So we have to move forward. Very simple. From the perspective of this rabbit that we are controlling, we move forward twice. We turn left. We move forward once. We turn left again. And then we hit. Correct? Let's see. Move forward twice, turn left, move forward once, turn left once, turn forward. So this magnetic barrier over the sausage is now gone. This rabbit is running towards the sausage. He has eaten the sausage. He is still hungry. He looked at the next sausage and now he is sucked into the portal and he is back to Earth. Excellent, your code has affected other elements. Nice. Let us see what is in store for us next. Attract rabbits to the washing machine by placing sausages along the way. Now we have a different scenario. The rabbits are not wearing any mind control helmet. So what we can do is we can put sausages at certain strategic points so that these rabbits are attracted towards the sausage and we get basically our job done. They are sucked in by the portal and we get our job done. Okay, so there are 2 rabbits, 2 washing machines. I think it is very simple. If we move ahead and I put a sausage here, while grabbing this sausage, this rabbit will be sucked into the washing machine and put another sausage here and this rabbit will be sucked into this one. Okay, so let's move that. Move forward twice. Drop a sausage. We have a new block of code now. Drop a sausage. Turn right. Move forward once. So the robot is here now. We now turn left. Move forward twice. The robot has reached its final point, and then we drop the sausage. So in 9 steps we are doing it. We move forward twice, drop a sausage, turn right, move forward once, here, turn left, move forward twice, we reach here and drop a sausage. Let's see how it goes. It is working. So they didn't get to eat the sausage and they are on their journey towards Earth. So it is a pretty long journey. I hope the portal is quick enough. And let's move ahead. So there are more traps. The game is warning us about the traps. Oh, this is one single rabbit, 3 traps, 1 washing machine. Only if the washing machine was turned towards us. Unfortunately, we cannot do that. There's a bear trap as well. 3 electric barriers, bear trap, 3 buttons. I don't think we should go towards the bear trap. Okay. Just a second, let me have a sip of water. So we begin from here. Our rabbit has this mind controlling element right now, and we can move forward and hit this button. I hope this button opens the barrier next to it. Move forward. How many times? 3 times. 1, 2, 3. We hit the button. We can turn right then. Now our rabbit is facing towards the other machine, the unit with the red button. We have to move 3 times forward. Move forward 3 times. And hit the button again. So we hit this button now. Now we have to turn right again. Turn right. Move 3 times forward. So basically we are using the same sequence of code again and again. Forward, 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 hit, right. Forward, 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 hit, right. Forward, forward, forward. I hope it is hit. And then turn right. And then once forward. So basically we are using the same block, same sequence of codes 3 times. I wish there was a way to run it 3 times rather than like this. So let us see how it goes. It's working well. The first phase is over. I love these mind controlling elements. I wish we had some in our office. It worked. Perfect. First attempt. The new block allows me to repeat my actions automatically. So God has been fair to me. The gods at Ubisoft have listened to me, and now I have a block of code that helps me repeat a section of code automatically. So I don't need to put code 10 times, 12 times, whatever times it is. I just need to change the number and see what happens. So we have to complete this. It is a very simple puzzle if you look at it. We have to complete this in 5 blocks of code. That is the complexity this code has. So otherwise it is a very simple code. We have to move 4 times ahead, turn left, move 5 times ahead. That's all. Right. So we have to do this in 5 blocks of code. So now it is the time to use this repeat loop code. It also uses 1 block of code, so we have to be careful using it. We have to move forward first 4 times. So now our rabbit is here. Then we turn left, then we want to move the rabbit 5 times forward. Okay. So it is very simple. We are using the purple repeat code to move the rabbit 4 times forward. He'll just stop before the bear trap, and then we ask him to turn left. So once he turns left, with the next block of code, next purple code, we ask him to turn. We ask him to move 5 steps ahead towards the washing machine, and then finally we get hold of him. Okay, it's quite simple, right? Let's see how it goes. It has worked like a charm. So this is gonna make our coding handy. We have used these are called loops. So I can have a loop that can run from one time to multiple times, and that helps me to program faster. That helps a programmer to code faster, and then it also at certain levels helps the code execution be faster. That is something that is a very advanced topic, but it certainly does help. So this solution, I remember, if I'm not wrong, is a very nifty, very cute solution. This puzzle has a very cute solution. You have to move forward and turn left, and then turn right. Okay. That is all we have to do. We have to repeat that 3 times. Move forward, turn left, move forward, turn right. Okay. So 3 times. Yeah, move forward, turn left, move forward, turn right, then move forward, turn left, move forward, turn right, move forward. Yes, 3 times. This should run in first go. Perfect. So only 5 steps and I can solve the puzzle. Loops can be used for all sorts of things. Let us see what next. Place sausages to attract rabbits to washing machine. We have to place sausages to attract rabbits to washing machine. So we can use loops not only to move forward or turn left. We can do many other things as well. So we can see the puzzle is very beautiful. 4 rabbits, 4 washing machines. We have to get rid of 4 rabbits in this puzzle. So in order to do that, we will move our sausage placing robot. Once ahead, place the sausage, then again ahead, place the sausage, ahead, place the sausage, ahead, and place the sausage. If the sausage is here, this rabbit will look at it and come towards it. It will be sucked by this washing machine. For this rabbit, the sausage will be placed here. He will look at it, will be sucked by the washing machine, and this will go on. So we have to do it in 3 lines of code, 3 blocks of code. We have to do it 4 times. It is simple. Move forward, drop a sausage. That's all. Moves forward once, drops the sausage. Moves forward again, drops another sausage. Moves forward again, drops another sausage. And moves forward again. For the last time, drops the last sausage. With 4 hungry rabbits are on their way to home. Find the shortest path. So let's see what kind of puzzle is this. Okay. So we have to find the shortest path. By shortest path, it means using the less number of code blocks. So as you can see, we have to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This way if we go, we have to move 10 steps. However, if we go this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We have to make 16, we have to walk 16 blocks, 16 tiles. So it is very obvious that we will think that this route is the shortest, but let's give it a try first. Let's give this route a try first. Okay, so we have to move forward how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Let's move forward 7 times. Okay. Then we turn right. Then move forward 5 times. Okay. So far so good. We again turn right. Move forward 4 times. This time we turn left. Forward 2 times. We can use purple block of code here as well, but it won't make a difference because I will still be using 2 blocks of code. It will still be the same. So we have used 11 moves. Okay, so I've got a comment that the music volume is less. Oh, sorry, voice is Mr. Amol, can you check and tell me if it is working? So we should try the solution and then we'll try the other as well. So we are running the first loop 7 times, and the mind controlled rabbit is moving ahead, and then we turn him right once, run the same code 5 times. He's moving ahead 5 times now. Turn right again, move it 4 times now. Turn left, then move forward 2 times. We made a mistake. So from here we just have to move him 3 times right? That was a mistake. We can increase the speed. We should try the other solution as well. Okay? Let's get rid of all the codes and think from the start. So let's think from the start. I hope my voice is right now. Let's do it. So we have to move twice forward. You can use a repeat block and move twice forward. Then we have to turn right. We turn right. Just a second. The stream seems to be stuck. Okay. I believe we are back now. Let's get Rabbids Coding. So we turn right, then move ahead 3 times. We reach here, we turn left once, we move ahead once, okay, we turn right, move ahead once, turn left, move ahead once, turn right, move ahead 3 times, right? Let's try that. Full forward. That was successful, but it was not 100%. So our older solution was better. Anyways, I have been told that I am getting some network problem as well. So we have completed 14 levels out of 32 levels. There are 32 levels in this game, and then there is a sandbox level where you can pretty much do everything. So we have completed 14 levels till now. We have more to go. I'll be continuing from 15th level next Wednesday 6 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Do join me while we become the experts at Rabbids Coding. Thank you for dropping in. Do like and subscribe. And if you want this game, you can easily get the game by going to free.ubisoft.com. This game is free for anybody to play. You just have to go to this link I'm sharing right now and get yourself a digital copy of this game. This is suitable for kids over 7 years. So get your kids along with you and make them an expert in coding. Thank you very much. Thanks for joining in. Bye-bye.